greatest service that we do to the American public is allow them to enjoy their lands.
And Dude Ranches have been doing this since the late 19th century, when Howard Eaton and his brothers moved from Pittsburgh to the Dakotas and started what many believe to be the first American dude ranch.
The Dude Ranches were started by the Eaton brothers in South Dakota. All these eastern guests were coming out, their friends coming out, and they couldn't afford to feed them. So they started charging them for meals, and a new industry was born.
The Eatons had originally hoped that charging their friends would dissuade them from coming out and staying such a long time. But that wasn't the case. Easterners loved being at the ranch, and now that they were paying the Eatons, they had no guilt when they settled in for long visits. The Eatons moved to a picturesque Wyoming ranch in 1904 and began to expand their business of accepting paying guests. Guests who would continue to tell others about their fantastic, rejuvenating time on the ranch. Other ranches caught on to this new dude industry, many finding guest ranching to be easier and more profitable than their former cattle operations. It was good for all of the parties involved. The ranchers were making money, and travelers were gaining access to a romantic, natural part of the country that before had seemed inaccessible. Guests could have Western adventures amid the relative safety of a ranch. Dude Ranches were inspiring travelers to head west, and ranchers were taking advantage of the business. Americans traveled to see America.